Hey there, Areli here from withhisgifts.com. Welcome and thank you so much for stopping by. Today I have a super duper quick video tutorial for how I created this lovely card using the new Stampin' Up! Watercolor pencils and cool technique. So let's get started. The stamp set that I'm using today is the Dragonfly Dreams stamp set, along with the detailed Dragonfly Thinlits dies. For our ink colors, we will be using the early Espresso, and we'll also be using the Watercolor Pencils. For our paper, I have some Whisper White Thick cut at 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And then I have a piece of watercolor paper that is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. And then we'll also be using some of the Dazzling Diamonds Glimmer paper. I've gone ahead and took the liberty of cutting our Dragonfly out just for the sake of time. But isn't it lovely? And then some of the other things that we're going to use today, I'm going to use some of these foam strips here, along with my glue dots, and then just a regular old paintbrush. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and get started with our watercolor paper. I am going to be using just the one color. I'm using the Calypso Coral today. The watercolor pencils, the set includes 13 wonderfully delicious colors. And they are from across all the Stampin' Up! Color families. So you definitely want these in your craft room. So hurry up and grab them. I hear that they are in high demand and that they may enter a not orderable status. There we go. That's how you say that word. They will enter a not orderable status soon because of high demand. So scoop them up while you can. You definitely want to add those to your craft room. So let's get started. I have here my pencil, my watercolor paper. I have some water here and my brush. And I am just going to scribble back and forth on my paper like so. Just putting the color down. Then I'm going to grab a wet brush and proceed to push that around. Let's get some more water. But yeah, this is where the magic happens when you add the water. Isn't that beautiful? And we're just creating a little watercolor wash across the front of my card. Okay. Like so. Not looking for perfection, just want some random color back and forth like that. Okay, and let me get this over here. Okay, now that looks good to me. And you could either set this aside and let it dry, but for time's sake I'm going to put my heat tool on it. Okay, and there it is. Nice and dry. Next thing that I want to grab is my sentiment. So I'm going to grab my early Espresso, and then I am using the Enjoy Your Special Day here. So we're not using a lot of the stamp set, just a sentiment in the early Espresso. So let me grab that. I have it mounted all ready to go here. So let me ink her up. Like so. And then down in this corner here, I'm going to go ahead and stamp. I'm going to hold it for a second. And there we go. Voila. And then the next thing that I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and squeeze the top. We'll squeeze these together like this. What I'm doing is pulling the ink here And then with my wet brush, I'm going to mix that around a little bit, because then I am going to splatter some of that lovely color onto the front of my card. Just like that. There we go. So then next, give me a second because I made a mess and I don't want to ruin my card. Alright, there we go. So the next thing that we're going to do is grab my card base. Okay, I'm going to fold that in half. Grab my bone folder. So it's nice and flat for me. Then I am going to grab, I do need scissors. Okay, so I need scissors. I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to grab one of these foam strips. And then I am going to go around the perimeter of my card, like so. Okay, so that looks good. Now let's go ahead and peel off the backing. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the card base, and we're going to put that right on top, centering it. So this gives it some dimension. It's not flat on the card front. So the next thing we want to do is grab our early espresso and our lovely Dragonfly that we've cut using the Glimmer paper, the Dazzling diamonds, and I am going to sponge just around my edges a little bit to give it some depth. Just like that. Isn't that beautiful? Alrighty. Now, glue dots. Glue dots, glue dots. Told you this was going to be a quick one, but it's gorgeous. Those pencils allow you to create such beautiful, beautiful work in just a fraction of the time. So I've got a couple of glue dots on there, and I am going to set this right about there. Okay. And there you have it. Super duper easy, super duper quick, and super duper elegant. So make sure to jot down the supply list down below. Then head on over to my website at withhisgifts.com and place your order today so you can make some watercolor masterpieces of your own. Also, if you are in the United States and don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love the opportunity to earn your business. Visit me at my website at withhisgifts.com. Check out what I am all about and hit me up with any questions that you have. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you enjoyed this video tutorial, be sure to leave me a comment down below, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Until next time, thank you and have a great day.